Hey everybody, and welcome back to Axion Token Channel. Your host Superman in the house. I hope you guys are doing well out there. We're gonna have a quick look at the Axion website, the market at the moment in crypto. We're gonna have a quick look at the Axion price. We're also going to look at the Axion yield, liquidity provision, and yield farming on ApeSwap, and see where that's at. And of course, jump back into Discord at the end there. Obviously, let's get into it. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, so smash the subscribe. Hit the like button as well. If you haven't also checked out the latest Axion marketing update, check out my last video on that. That was September marketing update, so definitely check that out with some of the upcoming items also alluded to in there as well. Let's get into it, folks. Axion.network, the link's in the video description. And of course, check it out. It's amazing. Pretty much, I think, the best UI website for crypto. You can talk about how much you can earn potentially, also online calculator and some of the key metrics there as well for stakers and stuff like that. So pretty cool. In fact, let's have a quick look at the staking numbers. Total amount staked, 73.9% of all Axion stake there, 251 billion supply. 49.34% is a total amount staked for 15 years, or 167 billion. 26.1% is circulating supply, 88 billion, versus the total supply of 339 billion. And of course, Bitcoin paid to stakers. Bitcoin's no longer being paid as dividends, but in the past, 294 Bitcoin, which is pretty incredible. And of course, 17,000 wallets at the moment, which is pretty nuts. So check that out. Now, obviously, the main product of Axion is the accelerator. This is where you stake and get most of the bonuses. So I recommend definitely checking this out. Obviously, once you learn how this works, you go to the Axion portal, and that will bring up the actual accelerator. So you might get most of the benefits. When you do go through the accelerator stake and get Axion and all the bonuses, you also get a bonus collider. So you can click on the collider page, and of course, it looks pretty amazing. And of course, you get that with a chance to win an investment. Really is pretty neat there. Straight away, you can get a pretty good investment on there. We're going to check out how much that is at the moment. There's also staking NFTs as well. Axion led the way in DeFi staking NFTs, and of course, galaxies as well. So it's absolutely mind-blowing with Axion. And of course, every stake that you have, you can actually upgrade it to get a NFT for that stake that has a galaxy. Pretty awesome. But of course, some of these NFTs end up boosting your benefits and accelerate as well. You can trade them on OpenSea, of course. Obviously, the news there, you can go to the news channel as well and check out all the vlogs. And they have typically a lot of the latest updates. Obviously, the Axion teams just run the Summer Stakes competition, and there were some pretty amazing prizes there, including laptops and iPads and things like that. So it was pretty neat. We're going to jump straight away to there. If you need any support, check out the support. Make sure you do investment due diligence. Nothing on this video, of course, is investment advice. And of course, let's jump over to the Axion portal. We click that. It's going to bring us there. I've already got there, of course, and I've logged on. All we have to do is log on. Remember, this is on the Polygon network, Axion, and of course, you can stake there. Now we're on the accelerator page, and of course, we've got the collider below there. If you go through the accelerator, you'll get a collider NFT with a chance to win a bonus NFT. You put your bonus investment. You put an NFT in there. You can actually manipulate, influence the outcome, and of course, engage the collider. You've got a 1 in 24 chance of winning that, so it's pretty cool. Anyway, back to the accelerator. You can pretty much, I like to go advanced here. When you stake Axion, the Axion gets burned, and of course, you end up getting shares. So shares the main game there. Now, the only currency at the moment, there used to be 6 currencies. Now it's only USDC, since the Axion is now on ApeSwap. Move to the USDC there, and of course, you can put in the amount that you want. So if you put in, let's say, put a modest investment of $1,000, the maximum period you can stake is 5,505 days. And of course, the minimum is 120 days. You can see at the bottom there. And of course, you can use the scroller to change the time there. So that's all you have to do is put in the amount and the amount of days you want to stake. That's it. And of course, you'll see all the bonuses on the right hand here. And of course, you can just play around the scroller, and you'll see how they change over time. So it's pretty neat. There's the base bonus, of course. This base bonus comes out of the accelerated bonus at the top there. There's 375 million remaining each day, so you get benefit of that. Obviously, the longer you do, every year you get an extra percent. So 15 years, you get 15%, and you can see the benefit there. The bigger pays better bonus, of course. There's 4 of those coming up, and of course, we've already had 1 of those paid out, and of course, we've got 4 more to go. One of them's coming up very shortly, actually, which is pretty cool. You can see them here coming up on the 14th of October here. You can see that there. So you'll be able to qualify for that if you get in the next couple of days, which is pretty cool. The other thing, of course, is the value maturity there is $2,700 for that. So you can see the total. I did say that you get a bonus NFT collider, which you can see is $400 at the moment. and that's a maximum 50 million. So you can get up to that amount. Obviously, you can get a Collider NFT up to that amount, but then of course you got to take it to the Collider there, and then you got 1 in 24 chance of winning whatever NFT that you ended up getting through that. So everyone doesn't just get a $400 one, but you might have a chance of getting that and a chance of winning. So it's pretty cool. All right, once you've done that, of course, your stakes will show up on the staking page. You'll have your portfolio value, has your staked amount, active interest, liquidity holdings, big payday bonus if you have staked long enough for that. Obviously, if you stake now for a minimum 350 days, you can probably get access to that. It's got your shares on here. Remember, I told you when you stake your Axion, you get shares. It's got your share percentage, and that basically is share of the reward pool with the inflation, 8% base inflation there. And of course, at the moment, both of these are toggled off. So the wrap Bitcoins and Axion, those are currently not being paid at the moment as the team is transitioning. And of course, you'll see your stakes right at the bottom of this page. You can check that out. Your NFTs will show up here. So if you go and buy some of those staking NFTs that go through Accelerator, they'll show up here, which is pretty cool. And of course, the launches, there's a launch pad on Axion, which is pretty amazing. They've got KYC and everything else on it. And of course, they're currently, as we understand it, negotiations with a new team that's going to come through here. These are the past ones at the moment. And I would say 2/3 of these are pretty good projects, actually. And of course, we've got another one in the pipeline, apparently. So we'll see where that ends up. So that's pretty cool. I hope you guys enjoy that. And of course, as a staker, you get early access to those really cool launches. So it's pretty cool. Babel in particular and Luxy, Warp particularly doing pretty nice there. And so is Security Dance at the bottom there. All right, let's jump away to the markets at the moment. The links to all these sites are in the video description, of course. This is stakeaxion.network website. Let's jump over to the market, see how that's going. BTC at the moment, $19,378, and ETH at $1,300, BNB at $276 there. And that's kind of where the market is at the moment. So obviously, after the stock market was down last couple of days, just with the Fed interest rate rises being an issue, something worth watching. We've got the inflation data coming out next week, and we don't have the interest rate rises from the Fed until November. So it's food for thought there. Let's jump over to the Axion, of course, and check out the Axion price here on DEX tools. We can see that the total liquidity at the moment, 97,460. 24-hour volume is 2,700 there. The pooled USD is 48,730, and the pooled Axion 5.84 billion. Total market cap at the moment of Axion is $600,000. And of course, we click on more info. Total supply there, it's got the numbers there as well, the date that it was created, etc. 1 ETH at the moment on the market will buy you 156 million, just under 157 million Axion with 1 ETH. But of course, if you go through the accelerator, as I said, you will get a better rate. And of course, you can tell the difference between the rate by going to the dashboard at the top, and you'll see the accelerator rate there. 1 ETH will get you 187,000. Obviously, subject to how long you stake. And of course, buying from market, you'll get 155 there as an indicator. So take that into account. Let's have a quick look at the full chart, and let's see how it's going at the moment. This is the daily, of course. This is a new chart. Axion's been around for quite a few years, but of course, it's changed to ApeSwap. So that's why the chart only starts here from the 18th of September. Before that was on SushiSwap, and before that, before October, Axion was on Ethereum chain, not on the Polygon chain. So it just gives you a bit of a history. At the moment, of course, we've had a little bounce back. We had some whales sell back here. So this is done for, this is what happens. Sometimes whales sell. We had some big, large holders sell. It got all the way down to, what's that? 5 zeros. Yeah, I think it's five zeros, 553. And it's currently at 50834. So that's kind of where the price is at the moment. 530,884. So that's cool. That's where it is. And of course, you can see a little bounce back here. And we're back to the yellow line here. We're back to the EMA 9, 9-day EMA. We're back to there. So it's just really positive. So I'm liking to see that as well. And of course, what we want to try and do is get back to quadruple 0.1, which is up here. So that's where we'd like to get up to. So that's kind of where it is at the moment on MUT. So you're getting a pretty good deal, picking that up, relatively speaking. So check it out. Obviously, pretty good volume for 1 ETH. Obviously, make sure you do investment due diligence. Let's jump over to the liquidity pools on ApeSwap. Obviously, ApeSwap, you can actually swap to Axion. And Axion is actually a strategic partner with ApeSwap. ApeSwap is wanting to use the Axion Launchpad. So we're looking forward to that as well. You can see as soon as you click on the tokens here, Axion will pop up, which is pretty neat. That's one of the benefits there. And of course, Banana is the native token on the ApeSwap. There's not surprises there, given it's Ape. But of course, the Axion pair is USDC. And of course, that's the main pair there. So if you want to buy some, let's say you want to buy some on the market just to hold or speculate or whatever you want to do, or maybe you want to stake later on, and then you can do that. So you can see the price of at the moment of Axion is currently, let's just do a million actually. I just realized. So we'll do a million. A million Axion will currently cost you $8.32. And let me go 10 million Axion. $10 million worth $83 for the looks of it. 10 million. And 100 million will cost you $818. So there we are. So $818 million. Let's just switch that around. It's probably a bit more sensible. Let's say we did a $1,000 investment. That's going to get 117 million Axion. That's pretty nice. So you can check that out. All right, let's jump away to the farming. Of course, if you want to provide liquidity, you can provide liquidity for Axion. It's pretty easy to do. You just pick Axion and USDC. And of course, if you want to do that, you can go to yield farming, which you got the yield farming at the moment. Looking pretty good, actually. Axion USDC pair there. There's only 19,429 in there. I think we got up to about 68,000 recently when they first launched the liquidity pools. But the APY is pretty good, 531%. I think that's probably got a couple of weeks to go with the app, with the banana benefit. It's kind of getting Axion fees plus a banana benefit on there. So you can actually click the return button there. And let's say we put 1,000 in there. It's going to tell you what the benefits are. So let's have a look here. So APR or annual percentage return is 185%. The base APR, the 184.7, and so on. So that's kind of gives you the calculation of how much you're earning now. Now I'm not sure how many weeks to go on that, but maybe a couple of weeks to go. APY is pretty good there otherwise. So very cool. And I think that without the banana APY might be something like maybe around a percent trading fee, somewhere in that ballpark. Just depends on what's going on there. All right, cool. Let's jump over to the Discord just to wrap this up. And of course, we've had the latest announcement on the Axion Discord. You can go to announcements, and of course, you can see they had a reward update here. They also had the monthly marketing update, which I did a different video on. But as I always say, get involved, get engaged. If you've got Axion stakes already, get involved in Discord and Telegram. Really is pretty vibrant. They have Friday night chat there as too on the Discord, which is pretty cool. And also lots of other events on Twitter and stuff. They have amazing stuff. So get involved and get animated. Spread the word as always. That's the community's number one, right? That's pretty much it. All right, we look forward to hearing from the team in the future with all its cool announcements and things like that. So I'll keep you abreast of that as they come. Hope you guys enjoyed that quick overall update of Axion, and I'll catch you in the next one. Your host, Suitman. Bye for now. Take care. Subscribe, like, and share, and hit the bell on the way out. Bye for now.